Why Ramayana closed outlets in Depok, and there are 5 tips for avoiding closed outlets during the pandemic. This news was the subject of Indonesian conversation. Ramayana Lestari Sentosa is the one of the largest retail in Indonesia, which is a supermarket and department store that has many branches. Ramayana's department stores that sell items such as clothing for women, men, and children. Besides that, Ramayana also sells accessories, bags, shoes, cosmetics. And Ramayana sells daily necessities through a supermarket. The target market for this retail is lower middle class to lower class segment. COVID-19 is an illness caused by a virus that can spread from person to person. The virus that caused COVID-19 is a new coronavirus that has spread throughout the world. The COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia is a part of ongoing worldwide pandemic of coronavirus disease 2019. It was confirmed to have spread to Indonesia on 2nd March 2020 after a dance instructor and her mother test positive for this virus. Back to the issue, more specifically that the news of Ramayana that was closed in Depok is Ramayana City Plaza Depok, which was reportedly closed when the COVID-19 outbreaks. The spread of COVID-19 had a negative impact on the economy in Indonesia and put pressure on the retail business. There is many retail business determination of employment, or we call it PHK, on its employees to lead to the closure of stores. The main problem for business in Indonesia is the decline in sales and revenue, where there is a viral video on social media that has been the conversation topics of the Indonesian people. In the video, some Ramayana's employees were crying when they found out they were victims of termination of employment relationship. Ramayana turnover decreased by 40% and even dropped by 80%. Ramayana is reportedly no longer able to pay the salaries of its employees and various other operational costs. And final decision, Ramayana has decided to close the store. Then, why did that happen? First, declining sales and revenue. Decline in sales and revenue will definitely influence the operation of the store. However, the result of the sales will be used for salary and operational costs. Therefore, Ramayana City Plaza Depok is no longer able to run store operation because the sales turnover have dropped by 80%. Second, Indonesia's economic and recession. The COVID-19 pandemic greatly affect the economy of Indonesia, even the world. Because the economy is down, consumers are holding back from shopping, especially on secondary product. At this time, consumers prefer to buy primary product, which more precisely buy basic needs, especially foods. The consumer holds back from making purchases and transactions. Third, consumer lifestyle changes. The majority of the consumer prefer to shop online rather than in store or offline. That way, consumers feel more facilitated by online shop, also find it more easy and safe. At the same time, it will help the government to implement regulation or #di rumah aja campaign. Thus, this matter has a big effect on the operation of the store. Based on the problem experienced by Ramayana City Plaza Depok, the way to deal with this problem is to pay attention at all aspects of the business to maintain the company. Be aware, there are 5 recommendations that can be done after the store opens to avoid closing the store, and indirectly, this method can also increase the number of sales. First, prepare everything you need before the store starts to operate. New normal is a condition regulated by a government, the new protocol to prevent COVID-19 spread, where, as an offline store retail business, preparing store needs is a high priority. Meanwhile, offline stores have the obligation to follow and comply with all the latest health protocols. As one example, an offline store needs to provide maximum capacity for visitors who enter the store and prepare all the equipment to carry out the health protocol, such as providing automatic hand sanitizer, thermometers for checking the body temperature before entering the store, giving sign to visitors for physical distancing, especially at the cashier, and always use masks for employees and customers. Second, provide the best service for the customers. As a retail business, service for the customers is very important. The aim is to increase customer comfort when visiting the store. The service must provide maximum hospitality, especially when customers arrive. The employee must be ready to help them, so that the customer feel happy and satisfied shopping at the store. Third, prioritizing customer needs and wants. We use a variety of ways to see what requests are being liked by customers. Market survey is a very effective way to know what is the current trend, so you can be sure either the products are desired by customers or not. Do not forget to always do market research for knowing the market developments and existing trends. Fourth, digital marketing. By the times, humans' habits change, especially in the transition from offline to completely online. In fact, with the COVID-19 outbreak, most of the activity carried out by online. So, online marketing is a great and effective strategy. Being active in create interesting content routinely will increase customer engagement. Then, the customers eager to wait for the business content updates willingly. Interesting content can engage more customers to buy our product. Fifth, see how other stores operate. We should compare the way other stores operate with ours. Then we will get inputs or ideas for our business, so this can be considered as one of the business development strategies. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.